Welcome back to Prime Edition, our socials at KBC Channel 1. Speak to us. Let us know what your thoughts are on some of the stories that we are carrying for you. Now let's swing to the next item. The Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, KCCB, has called on the state to ensure the protection of protesters during Wednesday's commemoration march for those who lost their lives during last year's anti-finance bill protests. The bishops say that the state has no option but to listen to the voices of the young people who are demanding accountability and also compensation for the victims of police brutality. They, however, further called on demonstrators to maintain peace and avoid violent confrontations with the police. JJ Curia puts that story in perspective.
The Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, KCCB, the apex body of Catholic bishops, have called on the government to ensure it does not renege on its responsibility to protect lives and property in the planned Wednesday demonstrations. They condemned last week's Tuesday scenes where armed goons infiltrated demonstrations, pushing for accountability in the death of blogger and teacher Albert Ojwang.
We call on the security agents to ensure we do not have a repeat of the protected goons who brought violence in the recent protests. How can goons work together with the police? We demand justice for all those murdered and those shot, and conviction of all the perpetrators.
Our security institutions must recommit themselves to professionalism, fairness, and national service.
The bishops called on the government to pay attention and listen to the youth, who they say are voicing legitimate concerns.
That the current governance culture continues to sideline the majority, that there is massive misuse of public resources, and that the response to questioning or honest civic expression is now being met with brutal hostility.
A society that instills fear in its youth for simply speaking out is a society walking away from justice. Our young people are not enemies of the state. They are citizens with valid concerns who should be heard and supported in building a better future for all.
The conference has decried what it calls the selective application of a law and the shrinking space for dissent, calling for credible and independent investigations into alleged mysterious abductions, police brutality and extrajudicial killings as part of addressing the injustices the youth have cited.
Those responsible should be held accountable in accordance with the law. If the government cannot protect its citizens, then who can?
We need to continue building the confidence of the general public in the government. And one way of building confidence in the government is for it to institute bodies that can do independent investigations into these extrajudicial murders and the abductions going on in the country, to build the confidence of the people.
While expressing sympathy to grieving families, the bishops warned political actors against seeking political capital from the incidents, calling for honest reflection on the country's state of affairs. John Jacob Curia, Prime Edition.